Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Welcome to the mid-monthly love reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is for mid-June through mid-July 2020. Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo, please? Love and romance, mid-June through mid-July 2020. What is the current energy for Virgo? Mid-June through mid-July involving love. Interesting. So, Virgo, justice and judgment. Those are two very intense and important major arcanas. Justice and judgment, decisions, accountability, seeing things impartially. All right, so what is the current situation or dynamic for Virgo with justice and judgment? For love. Okay, Virgo. So there could be a decision here that you feel like you are facing that's difficult. A decision here to do what's best for you. For some of you with justice, this could be about something legally happening within a relationship. So for some, justice could represent divorce. You could have been maybe working on trying to, for some of you, bring balance back into a relationship with justice, hearing each other out. Justice is a sign of Libra. And then we have judgment. So judgment can represent making very important decisions, especially paired with the Justice card. Judgment can also represent going through a rebirth, a spiritual awakening. You may have a deeper understanding here of what you need to do, what makes you happy. Others of you, if this is something that you've gone through in the recent past, difficult choices here that you've needed to make in a relationship, could be going through this rebirth here. We have this Five of Cups, and that's a very emotional card. It's someone who is longing, someone who is seeing things from a very emotional perspective, especially with death, looking at how things once were, maybe having a hard time moving forward. For some of you, this could represent another person, the other person that you're dealing with. And we have the Knight of Pentacles here, so this could be pointing towards your energy. Maybe another earth sign. The Knight of Pentacles is working towards moving forward, working towards building a solid and stable foundation for yourself. So you could have recently gone through a difficult period and ending, or you are about to be going through one with death. Death is a sign of Scorpio. So with endings come new beginnings, and this can really be talking about the rebirth period that you are going through, revitalizing yourself. So let's clarify. There's some pretty intense cards here from the major arcanas. So let's look at justice for Virgo. Let's take a look at justice. Okay, we have Nine of Pentacles. So you may have put your happiness on the back burner, Virgo, and now you're more focused on your own happiness with the Nine of Pentacles. This could also represent someone who you were dealing with that maybe was a bit selfish, only thinking of themselves, not thinking of you. All right, so let's look at the Judgment card here. Judgment for Virgo. Yeah, all right. Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, so Ten of Swords can represent feeling like there's a difficult ending, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling betrayed or played. And the Knight of Swords, this could represent some arguing happening. The Five of Wands represents battling it out, This could even be an internal struggle for you. What you're feeling, but what needs to be expressed with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords moves at a fast pace. You may want to rush through this. Moving forward. Feeling like, when is this going to end? These feelings of betrayal, feeling maybe heartbroken or like someone did you wrong. Almost like maybe they couldn't live up to what they promised for some of you, or they didn't quite come through. So with justice, this does represent that coming out of this situation, if there is some kind of ending, this would be the best thing for you, for your self-happiness. 9 of Pentacles especially is about self-sufficient, self-happiness, figuring out what it is that you truly desire, what makes you happy. So you may be focused more on working on that. Let's look at the Death card. What is the Death card for Virgo? I want to pull some oracle guidance. What is the Death card representing for Virgo, please? Death card for Virgo. Wow. All right. Look at all this energy. There's a lot of swords cards here. 10 of Swords, Knight of Swords. We have 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and now the 9 of Swords. So this could really be affecting you. It would make sense. Virgo ruled by Mercury, all about thoughts, communication. A lot of times, people who are ruled by Mercury, both Gemini and Virgo, can have a difficult time with a lot of thoughts running through their head, anxiety, affecting, their physical health even. So there's a need here to really heal from this. Take a step back, heal yourself, recharge, disconnect to reconnect with that 4 of Swords and 2 of Swords. It's basically like seeing the truth of the matter, seeing the truth of what really makes you happy. So you could be going through a deep awakening here. It's like something could just click for you for what you need to do, what makes you happy. I know this is only going to be for a select few Virgos, but these are for those that have been really struggling. And the 9 of Swords, anxiety, fear about the future. Don't let fear take over. Come from a place of love. And we can't be positive all the time, but it is important to try to balance that out with these feelings of, for some of you, maybe despair, anxiety. All right, let's pull some oracle guidance. What does Virgo need to hear, please, from the romance angels? Wow, deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. Someone here may need to speak their truth about how they feel with that Knight of Swords. Someone could be holding back. Someone could have betrayed you. Maybe weren't honest with you. Or someone is wearing a mask in terms of how they truly feel. I feel like that's going to be for a lot of people. It's like putting on a brave face, but on the inside feeling completely different. All right, so what else for Virgo, please? Also pulling from the Angel Answers deck. Interesting. We have yes. So for those of you that are asking a yes or no question here, the answer is yes. And one more for Virgo from this deck, please. Okay, we have in the near future. So maybe for some of you with that big yes card, and in the near future coming up, June, July, August, whatever this time may be for you, time's different for everybody. You're going to know what to do in the near future here. And there could be some kind of truth with justice and judgment, or an awakening, a spiritual or higher understanding that comes up. Okay, it can kind of feel like maybe it hits you all at once. Maybe you've been not wanting to see the truth of a matter. But there's so much going on here with stress, feeling overburdened. And, the Death card going through changes, transformations, and rebirths here. So focusing on your health and happiness is definitely number one here. Healing from any kind of feelings of betrayal or deception or difficult awakenings. I hope that you have a good month ahead, Virgo, through all the difficulties, if this resonates for you. If you're interested in any of my services or you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, all that information is posted in the description box below. Take care.